Hi guys. Hello you guys. If you see this outfit somewhere else, I've described it and shown where everything is from in my previous video or the video coming after this. However, I'm uploading these, I don't really know yet. But this video is going to be a new segment on my channel called Fess Up Friday, where I just talk about whatever the fuck I want to get off my chest, a little ranting set, whether that's my personal life or some politics or celebrity drama or YouTube drama, whatever I have an opinion on, I'll share it. So yes, today's topic is going to be, drumroll please, the whole Sabrina Carpenter, Olivia Rodrigo, and Joshua Bassett's whole drama with their music videos and all that bullshit that they have, and how I think that whole drama and how people are reacting to it is complete bullshit and complete blown out of proportion. So let's talk about it, shall we? But can we give a second to talk about how cute this hairstyle is, though? Okay, anyways. Okay, well, if you don't know, this whole thing started because Olivia Rodrigo came out with a song called Driver's License, where she talked about Joshua Bassett and his relationship with Sabrina Carpenter. But before that, with the whole, give a little bit of background with why this was so blown up and how the music video was just a massive hit. First, it was a great song, by the way, but like I'm gonna talk more about the backstory behind it and what led up to that, right? So first, starting off, Olivia Rodrigo and Joshua Bassett has like a whole relationship going on, but they weren't official yet because Olivia's underaged and she's a minor, and I think they started like talking when she was under 15 because she just turned 16, I believe. And Joshua Bassett is in his early 20s, or is he actually 20? In his 20s, I'm gonna say. So it's a whole crime, and he will catch a case if he actually starts dating her. Well, I don't think, well, dating isn't really illegal, but if they start doing like other things, it will become illegal. And to the outside eye, even though they're not doing anything illegal behind the scenes, people will talk, right? So, and it's gonna catch a whole case, and he's gonna get dragged for it if he actually did start dating Olivia Rodrigo, right? So to kind of make up for it, since they both liked each other, they both had connection. And so Joshua was like, okay, I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you to be legal of age so that we can date and go out and stuff like that. So Olivia took that to heart and was like, okay, whatever you say, I love you, bitch. Mwah. And then, I don't know the time gap between this whole situation and the time that Joshua Bassett and Sabrina Carpenter started hanging out, but I'm gonna jump to Halloween. Halloween, Joshua Bassett and Sabrina Carpenter was seen doing kind of like a couple's costume together, where Joshua was Shark Boy and Sabrina was Lava Girl. If you don't know, in the movie Shark Boy and Lava Girl, they were dating by the end of it, so it's kind of like a couple's costume. So that got people talking like, oh my god, what is going on? Oh no, what? And then to progress that even more, they were seen having like lunch or breakfast or brunch together outside like a restaurant where they were both laughing with each other, and that got people talking even more like, oh, what is going on here? And then I assume Olivia found out about this because it was making headlines at that time. People were talking, blah blah blah. People were talking, spreading the same old good rumor about them, and Olivia got a hold of it, and then she made this song called Driver's License. It became a massive hit on TikTok. People ran with that narrative, her narrative about the whole situation, what happened. The song, if you haven't heard of it, is basically about how this girl loved this dude, but this dude dropped her for someone else, and it's basically like a tragic, sad love story from her part, where she's basically saying that she still loves him, and how could you drop me so easily and just forget about me like that? And basically, the whole situation, people thought it was about, speculated that it was about Joshua Bassett and his relationship with Sabrina Carpenter, because in the song, she said something about a blonde girl, like how the blonde girl made her insecure and you're hanging out with him. How the blonde girl is, how the boy is hanging out with a blonde girl and how it made her insecure. And then Joshua Bassett already came out with a song called Lie Lie Lie, where the whole narrative of that song is where he was with this girl who kept on spreading lies about their relationship, and he hopes that it makes her happy that she's doing that. Of course, that song coming out right after Driver's License was a huge deal, because people started speculating, it was like, oh my god, is this song about Olivia? Is she telling lies? Is there multiple sides to the story? Of course there is. There's always multiple sides to the same story. But is there more to this story that we don't know about? What is Olivia lying about? But turns out that song it was already trying to be released a year ago. So he wrote that song a year ago when Olivia and him were still cool, right? With the whole Sabrina Carpenter thing was not a thing. So that was like just a huge misunderstanding, and people still found it coincidental how he chose to release the song right after Driver's License, and people kind of got mad at that. And then Sabrina Carpenter came out with the song. Oh my god, the freaking huge song. 3 songwriters getting to the same drama and writing songs about it, of course. Who surprised? Not me. Anyways, she wrote a song called Skins, where in one of the lyrics she was talking about, oh, I'm not just a blonde girl. Kind of people started thinking like, oh, that's probably referring to Olivia's Driver's License song, where she had called her the blonde girl that she's insecure about. But people started getting mad at Sabrina Carpenter and hating on her, because she's like, bro, Olivia's giving you a compliment by saying that you're so pretty and so admirable that you are making her insecure, so why are you coming for Olivia? Like, she's just 16. Like, girl, what you doing? But that's basically the whole situation. People are hating on Joshua Bassett and Sabrina Carpenter for this whole entire driver's license scandal. And we'll conclude it. That's where we are now. Now let's get into why I think this whole thing was stupid as fuck. What is the big deal with it? I don't see the huge thing. They're just songs. They could be written about anyone, for all you know. If it has been determined that it was about these two, like, okay, fine, go for it. But like, they're songwriters. They're supposed to be taking inspiration from their real lives, right? Like, look what Taylor Swift does. Before her music, I think this genre of her music career, she was writing songs about her exes constantly, and you don't see her fans like hating on them. Like, what's the difference here? There's nothing. Singers take inspiration, singer-songwriters, take inspiration from their current lives and write songs about them. Doesn't mean that, of course, yeah, it's kind of depressing how this whole story went out and how it's kind of shady what Joshua did to her. But at the end of the day, that's her feelings, and that she's taking inspiration from what she was feeling at the moment. Doesn't mean that you have to go hate on someone. And I don't get the fact why people are hating on Sabrina Carpenter, to be specific. Because Sabrina wasn't in the relationship. She wasn't like, it wasn't like a whole threesome going on. It wasn't was a polyamorous relationship. It was nothing of the sort. I just remind me of a meme. Anyways, Joshua Bassett, if anything, should be getting all the hate. Of course he is, but like majority of the hate is going towards Sabrina Carpenter, calling her basically like a homewrecker, to be specific. Like, why target the lady here? If anything, it's Joshua's fault for not keeping his promise to Olivia Rodrigo about waiting for her. But either way, you shouldn't be hating on anyone, for just a simple song that someone released. Of course, it was a very tragic song about how she was feeling kind of sad about what was going on, but doesn't mean that you have to go hate on someone for it. At the same time, these people are freaking celebrities. They're not your friends. You're not part of the relationship. That relationship was not open to everyone. So why are you guys in it? Why are the fans in it? I get that it's fun to talk about. I get it's fun to talk about people's breakups and people's relationships and to fangirl over people's relationships. It's like the same with YouTubers too, how the parasocial relationship is not, it's a thing. It's a thing. They're not your friends. They're not part of your actual life. You're just watching them on a screen and listening to their stories on a screen. Whatever they're comfortable sharing is what you know. You don't know the whole story about what happened behind the scenes with their whole relationship. It might be something more other besides Sabrina Carpenter, but you don't know about. Maybe something bad happened. Not bad, but like something. Oh my gosh, sorry if you can hear my stomach. Maybe something bad happened outside of Sabrina Carpenter. Maybe it wasn't even her fault that their relationship fell flat. Maybe it was some outside force. Maybe they just grew apart. Maybe they stopped liking each other that way. Maybe maybe they think they're better as friends. Who knows? It could be so many things. But what I don't understand is why people have so much of their time invested to other people's relationships that they see on screen. I mean, I was guilty of that before. Of course, I'm pretty sure everyone was. But what if someone breaks up? Are you gonna cry about it? It's not your relationship. You're not part of their relationship. Are you Olivia Rodrigo? Are you Joshua Bassett? Are you Sabrina Carpenter? No. So you don't know what's going on with their relationship, and neither should you care what they're going on. Of course, you should care about them and their feelings about like, oh no, I'm so sorry that you're going through this. Of course, what they're going through is probably very sad, considering about the song was a very sad story, you know? But again, with the whole narrative thing, there's multiple narratives to one story, and there's a middle line, right? We haven't heard Sabrina's side, we haven't heard Joshua Bassett's side, so why are we jumping on them so fast, so quickly? Why do you have that much time invested in your life to be caring about someone else's relationship? Like, you're not the one who's getting hurt in any of this. And besides that, breakups happen. It's just part of life. Majority of the time, you're not going to be with the first person that you loved for the rest of your life. Majority of the time, it's not going to happen. It's just not. It's just part of life. Breakups happen, heartaches happen. Your heart gets broken multiple times throughout your life. So, and they're still so young, too. They're in like their teens to early 20s. They still have so much time left in their life to be thinking about love and to get married and stuff like that. It's not like they're 40 and thinking we're trying to push people together. They're in their 20s, they're in their teens. They're still so young. It's not like this is going to determine the rest of their life. Of course, it may play a significant role in the rest of their life. Maybe they'll think back on it in the future and think like, oh my god, oh wow, that was a cool time in my life, or like, oh, that was a sad time in my life when I broke up with this person. But like, it's just a small trinket in their whole lifespan that should not even matter, you know? I get that listening to other people's love lives is interesting. I love listening to my friends' love lives because I don't have one of my own. Maybe that's why. At the end of the day, it's their lives. Why are we meddling in their life? It's their life. It's like saying like, oh, your friends broke up. Oh no, how sad. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry about it. Like, I'm gonna hate on this other girl about it. It's like, no, you're just gonna move on. So what we need to do right now is move on. And I heard like a theory out there that they're probably all friends behind the scenes and they're making bank off these music videos, but which they are making bank off these music videos. The whole thing with parasocial relationships is that they're supposed to make you feel like you're friends with them and make you feel like you have a connection and make you feel that they are just like an ordinary person. But in reality, they're just doing those things for you to buy their albums, watch their TV shows, and help put money in their pockets. Alright guys, please forgive the lighting because it's terrible, I know, but it's nighttime, what do you expect? But anyways, I just want to add something in here with regard the whole situation, which I think adds even further stupidity to this whole entire thing, if you ask me. Turns out I was wrong throughout the majority of the first half where I was saying something about how Joshua made a promise to her or some shit like that. But we don't even know that. I think I just read that off of some comment somewhere. But turns out their relationship wasn't even confirmed yet. They didn't confirm their relationship. So for all we know, they're not even together. Maybe they weren't even planning to get together. Who knows? Maybe they just had a little fling going on. From what I read, the fans were just speculating that they were together because of a show, which is very typical for fans to do when they are so in love with the two main characters from a movie or a show or whatever. So this whole thing is probably a false statement. This whole thing might not even happen. Maybe Olivia and Lewis, what's his name again? Joshua. Maybe Olivia and Joshua weren't ever a thing. Maybe they were just really great friends that had like a very good on-screen romance and on-screen connection going on. Chemistry, that's the word I was thinking of. And who the fuck knows? And then it just all boils down to this sentence. Who the fuck cares? Thank you. End of the story. That's my little rant that I have. I probably repeated myself so many times, but you know what? I don't care. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go get ready for school because school is still a thing during the pandemic. And I'll see you on the next one, whenever that will be. And yeah, go like and subscribe for this video and all that bullshit. Do whatever you want. I love you all. Goodbye.